You guys, who wants to win a set? Who wants to win a set? Who wants to win a set? You guys do, I bet. This is my musical instrument. Anyway, okay, y'all. We'll give away a set of these calendars. So, what are we going to put in the description box, though? It's got to be something, not just like I normally do, not something typical. Let me think about it. Anyway. Okay, I thought about it, and here's what I want you to put. Listen very carefully. Fall DIYs already? Fall DIYs already. I know, right? I mean, it's hot outside. But anyway, put fall DIYs already, and you get a chance to win a set of calendars. I'll announce the winner next Friday. If you do not hear me say your name or show your name on my channel next Friday, then that means you did not win. So, if you don't hear it come from my mouth, then it's not so. So anyway, you guys, this is a fall video, and it's a long one, and there's 10 brand new fall DIYs that I've done, and I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I love you all from the bottom of my heart. See you later, alligators. Oh, if you would, give me a thumbs up. Just a little thumbs up. Please, 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 please. Okay, y'all. Right here, I'm going to use one of those things right there that I got from the Goodwill. I told y'all like a while back I got 3 of them for like $2.99 or something like that. I don't remember. It's really cheap. But I'm going to stand around the edges. Now, this is a Kirkland dupe. I was asked to do some Kirkland dupes. I did some more, but I just didn't fuss or mess with putting them on here. I did. Anyway, I'm going to paint this in cashew chalk paint by Waverly. Now, okay, here I just had a bunch of leaves and I didn't know which ones I liked best and which one was going to look best. So I just picked out a bunch of them that I thought was similar to the Kirkland's one. And I paint all of them in a paint color that I mixed together. Plus, I have 4 18mm beads and 8 16mm beads I'm going to be painting. Now I'm going to take some cashew chalk paint. And then I'm going to take some, that's by Waverly. And I'm going to take that orange, it's pumpkin chalk paint, and it's by Waverly, and I'm gonna mix it together and make it kind of a like a creamsicle-ish kind of color, you know what I mean, like a not quite peach but not quite orange, yeah. And I'm gonna paint my leaves with that, and then I mix another batch, well, that with the dusk I'm gonna paint my 4 18mm beads, but I mix another batch with cashew and not so much orange, and that's what I paint my beads with, because they was a different color than the leaves. And I paint the 16mm beads with that. I love that dusk color. And I like painting my beads like those. I like to put tape down and paint the top and flip them. I've used Chanel stems, I've used bows, I've used skewers, I've used everything, but I kind of like it like this, because those beads dry real quick, and it's nothing to swipe over the top of them, flip them over, and paint the other side. So you can move on while they're drying and not have to worry about nothing. Now, those things came from my garage, and they're little square dowel rods now. My husband and I ripped them down on the table saw and made little dowel rods for me. And what I'm going to do is just make my frame with it and take my miter shears and cut them at a 45-degree angle. Now, you lay your board down there and you line it up even with the end of your sign, and then you can just cut your 45-degree angle and you get your square frame that way. Yeah. So, then I'm going to take out Home Decor Stain by Folk Art, and it's walnut, and I'm going to stain my 4 little boards there. Yep. Now, don't do this. I don't know why I did this, but don't do this. I'm so goofy sometimes. So, I start gluing my frame together. Then I accidentally get it stuck to my sign. Then I pull my sign up, squirt glue all the way around it, and then set it down inside of all that frame. That was a bad idea, because some of it was drying and left little tiny gaps in my frame. You can't really tell if it's enough to bug me. You know what I'm saying? So if you do it like that. Just glue down the side and then stick it onto your sign. I'm telling you, I got problems sometimes. I gotta try to make things. Oh, and if you make this put your jute twine down before you put your frame on. See, I'm telling you, I'm a mess. See, I do this and make these mistakes, so y'all don't have to. I make them for you. But anyway, you need to put, there you go. See, cream, blue, cream, cream, blue, cream, cream, blue, cream. And then 3 leaves and put it in between each set of your beads. Y'all see what I mean there? I try to do this one better to explain things more, because some of y'all been wanting me to explain things in more depth because you're new crafters. So I'm going to try to do that instead of breezing through. And I know some of y'all been crafting for years, but if you've been doing it, you know. And then some of y'all that haven't, you don't. So I'm going to try to do better. I always say that, and I don't. But I double knot the ends of my jute there, and I glue them about an inch down, to let my little things hang. Now, on the Kirkland sign, I had the welcome words, the same font, but it's a lot thinner, and I couldn't find it on Cricut. And then my friends is completely different than what they had, because I didn't have it on Cricut. But here it is, guys, and I think it's just as cute. Don't y'all? Look. I know, and theirs was like $40 or something like that. Let me see, $36. Mine was $2.50. Okay, there's one of those new things from the Dollar Tree. I love those things. Jackie sent me these. But I sand down the thing real good, because the letters are like dented in some. And at first I was like, well, and if I painted it, I didn't want that to show up. I ended up going a completely different route. And then I wiped down where I sanded and my paper started coming off. And I'm like, well, okay, I'll do this. And then I just always mixed it with a little bit of water and take my Cricut spatula, and you can scrape that paper right off there. I thought I wasn't going to have to fool with it, but I ended up putting paper over them anyway. And one of those things, I got 2 of those back at Mother's Day. I forgot about them. I found them in a bag in my floor with a bunch of other stuff. But anyway, I'm going to take that paper there I got from the Hobby Lobby last year. Almost everything I use in this video that is fall, I got it last year. Unless you saw it in my haul, y'all. Yeah. I need to start a YouTube channel, because my last name's Hall. And I can make it Halls. Anyway, oh, no, that's stupid. Okay, and I just run my finger around the edge of that to get it lined up to where I'm going to cut it. I cut it off, and I take my glue stick and put a bunch of glue down and glue that paper down. Yeah, that's simple. That's all I'm doing. Then I'm going to take one of those little leather pumpkins y'all saw me get from in my haul. Those things are so cute. And I just put glue on the back of them too. What is that noise? Anyway, and a lot of glue, obviously. Yep. Just glue it down, push it down real hard is what I did. I mean, you know. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a drink. Not, you know, drink. But, and I made me a little bow of that gingham ribbon. Now, that one came from the Walmart, I think. But I have it from the Dollar Tree. I just grabbed that one. Or maybe it came from Michael's or Hot. I don't know where I got it at. But it's gingham ribbon. And I just singed the ends of it so it don't fray. And yeah, hot glue it down there to cover that little hole. Y'all, just because it's leather don't mean it can't be Farmhouse. And I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry, y'all. I leave some of the dumbest things in. And I take one of them little sticks that I got from the Dollar Tree, which is silly, go out in your yard and cut one. I bought 3 bags of sticks or whatever those are. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I take some pip berries, but I've had them for 2 years. And I got this from Dollar Tree too, white ones, and I wrap it around my little stem. And then I take some raffia. That's raffia that I had wet a while back. I think I showed y'all that I did. And I just like ripping it down in smaller pieces so it ain't big and bulky. And I'm just going to tie it around my stem there. Just double knot, not a bow. And then take one of them leaves I painted previously, those little wooden leaves, and put 2 of them on my little sign. And y'all, that's perfect for like a tier tray. Oh, sorry. Here's the second one. I took that paper from the Hobby Lobby. I'm telling you, nobody comes to my house and messes around until I'm starting to do a voiceover for one of these. And then my doorbell goes off every time. I know y'all are probably like, what in the world is that? Her phone goes pew, pew, pew all the time. Well, there you go. So anyway, I painted it with that pumpkin orange. I just tell y'all all my business. And I got those scissors from the Dollar Tree. I got 3 pair of them a while back, and I think that was something I found in that bag too. And I'm like, I need to start using this stuff. Anyway, so, well, I didn't mean to show you me drawing it and stuff, but I did. This one where I cut those little edges, I couldn't put the glue all on the base because I knew there was going to be some sticking out. So I just put it on the paper. But see, it's very faint, but I wish I left it a little bit wider, more orange, you know what I mean? Made it a wider cut around my piece of paper. Anyway, and I glue me a stick on there. Yeah, so this is for my gnomies. Yup. Anyway, I know some of y'all love gnomes and some of y'all hate gnomes. And I'm not crazy about them. For some reason, they're cute. And I'm afraid they're going to start rubbing off in me. Whatever, just watch the video, y'all. I'm losing my mind. I pulled the little thankful word off there, and the little one that's holding the wreath. I wish there's a little girl one on there that's holding the sign that says fall. I wish I would have used her instead, but it was too late. I done stuck him on there. And I take a couple, well, one little leaf thing and put it on there, and then there's like a hedgehog or a porcupine. It's supposed to be something, I don't know. And I pulled him off there, and I glued him down the other corner. And I'm taking my favorite orange and brown ribbon there from the Dollar Tree. I got to get some more of that before fall's over with. And they only had one the other day. That's how popular it is. Anyway, and I'm going to make a shoestring bow. And I just make 2 loops, y'all. And then push one through the other, knot it together. I know I need a better angle filming. Ever since I lost my thing, it started doing the disco light thing. I ordered a different, and it just ain't the same. It's not as hot. I don't know. It's a bit. I'm telling y'all all my business. But anyway, I make a bow. And see, this is what happens if I leave too much in my video. I just talk and talk and talk. Anyway, and I take some berries off a pick from last year. And I glue a little bit on each side of them. And here they are, y'all. They are adorable. Look at those. I love those. Put them on a tier tray. Just set them on a shelf. Just anything. Put them in your bathroom. Just a little decoration in the bathroom. Okay. I'm taking one of those 2023 calendars, y'all. And I'm going to take that one. I love that sunflower one, too. I guess I could have used that one. Maybe I'll use that one next video. I don't know. But I'm just going to use my pumpkin there. And I got one of those new cutting boards from the Dollar Tree. And I must not showed or did anyway the SKU number or nothing like that. But I sanded it down the edges because I don't want anything sticking out. And on my paper cutter, or whatever that thing's called, that's what it is, ain't it? I cut off the bottom of my calendar and cut off the hole. Now, I measured it on that piece of cardstock. Now, I always, like 99.9% of the time, put cardstock under my calendar pieces so you can't see the black letters through it. I mean, every time. I've been doing that since I started on YouTube, and only because I didn't want to see the black stuff, you know, the dates and crap through my sign. Anyway, I just cut off the excess, and I paint my little cutting board front and back side with Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint. And I give one of the sides 2 coats of paint. I think it was the back, because it would look better. And I just, there again, laid it down there and run my fingers across it and get my line. And I can't cut a straight line, y'all. On something little like there's one thing that's fine with this, but I mess it up anyway, because that's just how I roll. Anyway, and look, when I was cutting the corners off the way I was supposed to, here I decided to give her an extra cut. Look, blam, blam, and yep, and you can see it, but oh well, whatever. It's mine, and it's fun. And yeah, just use my glue stick, and I glue my calendar piece down. And just rub it down real good. I burnished it, but you don't need to do that. Just rub it down with your hands real good. And I measured how far apart they had the shiplap lines in that. So I measured that distance and marked it on my cutting board. I was hoping put a line with a pencil and just rubbed it with my finger. And a lot of people do that. I usually like to cut them in, but since that was a paper thing, you can't tell that much. I just did it like that. And I took elephant chalk paint and distressed my sign all around the edges, even on top of the paper and all that jazz. all that jazz. So here I'm taking my glue gun, and I'm going to outline my pumpkin stem and put lines in it and stuff, because I want it to look like a real pumpkin stem. And it does, y'all. It does. I was actually going to do the whole calendar, but I was a pumpkin, but I was running out of time. So anyway, I do that a lot with pieces, but I don't ever show them. But anyway, I'm just going to wrap some jute around the handle, squirrel, and I'm going to take some moss chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm going to paint the inside of my pumpkin stem. Can you all see that there? I'm serious. It looks so good. Yeah. Yep. I'm just watching myself now. Yeah. So, I'm going to take some leaves and then some pip berries. Those came from the Dollar Tree too. The orange and red and the white and green. And just going to wrap them around my thing there. And then I put them together and wrap jute around them, so it will have a more substantial base to hold on to when I glue it down, instead of just gluing the pip berries down. You know what I mean? Down. How many syllables is in that? How many is in down? Down, 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 down. Even if y'all say it's 2, I don't know. Anyway, I still haven't glued those down yet. Gee whiz. Okay, then I glue those down. And then I take some more of that raffia, and I just tear it apart. I mean, you can get like 5 little pieces out of one strand of raffia and get it real thin, and that's what makes it look all wiry and squirrely looking, and that's the way I like it to look. And I just double knot it, just tie a knot in it, and then hot glue it down there on my pumpkin. Now, and then I make another one of them bows out of that brown and orange ribbon. Okay, I'm going to take jute here. Now, I spread my fingers out, because my fingers are tiny. They're like the size of Vienna sausages, y'all. And I wrap it around my fingers 10 times. And then I'm going to take another piece, and I'm going to knot in the middle. And I leave those for my tails. Now, I just pull those out real thin and make big old loops, you know. And that's how you make flowers with them and stuff like that, too, with the jute. And they're so cute when you do. And I made paper flowers a while back. I meant to show you all. And somebody asked, and I said I would, and I never did. I'm the worst person in the world, because I got to make a noodle board, too. Anyway, so, and then I glued my little orange and brown bow in there. See, if I leave too much in, I talk and talk and talk. Even worse. I just used the same jute, tied it on there, and I think this is gorgeous for fall, y'all. I mean, seriously. Come on. And that's just a calendar and a Dollar Tree sign. Okay, I got one of them signs back. Look at my hanger, how crooked. I don't know what people's supposed to do with that actually uses it in their house. And I'm doing this because I need the frame. And this is another Kirkland's dupe, y'all. Well, this is a Kirkland's as close as I could get, but I forgot to do one thing. Yeah. Anyway, I take my little screwdriver there, and I pull the home off of it, and then I'm going to take my Cricut spatula. I tried my screwdriver. It didn't work. It wasn't flat enough. And then I'm going to take my Cricut spatula and run underneath there and pull my frame off. Well, maybe. Oh, and then I take another sign from the Dollar Tree, and that's from fall last year, y'all. And I sand it down, and then all that stuff, and then I take wood glue and hot glue and glue them what would be face to face. Mine looks like from straggly to straggly, but I'm doing it. And then I clip them together and give it a little bit to dry. Yeah. Set it aside and just start doing something else that you're going to be working on. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sand down my little frame pieces. Every time I use one of these, my frame's crooked. So, it's kind of good. I'd want to take it off anyway and fix it. And I'm going to paint them in ink chalk paint by Waverly, which is just black. And I paint the, sides. Because, wait a minute, I need a drink. Now look, after I painted the sides, if you paint toward the edge, like you push out but don't pull your brush back, you can prevent from getting that, I'll try to slow it down for y'all see, from getting that white paint on the black you just painted. But I was going to pop my little truck off my little sign here. Thank you, Carolyn, because I really want to use that sign for something else. And I'm glad the whole paper come off. But I got my little truck off. I know y'all's going to be like, I can't believe you did this. But I sanded it down real good. What is that? What is he doing up there? Sounds like he's like Dr. Frankenstein trying to build a I hear all electricity and stuff and stomping. Anyway, I painted the whole thing black. Now my dog's carrying on. See, I'm telling you. Now, I put masking tape down there. Hold on, please. Well, you guys won't even know I was gone. Okay, now, I cut off some masking tape, and I was going to try to use it to paint around my pumpkins really good, but it tore the paper up off of it. So, anyway, I did... Okay, I don't know where I left off, y'all. My daughter and son-in-law came in. Anyway, just hot glue your frame on. And if you do like the top and then each side, then it's easy to do the bottom. If you try to do the top, the bottom, then squeeze the sides in, it's more likely going to come out crooked. And I'm going to take this steel chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm going to take a little round dauber, and I'm going to make little hubcaps for my little truck. Yeah, and I did paint my pumpkins with orange. And, oh, right here, I just painted over them. And right here, I am painting my window white. I took a pencil and drew out where the window was before. And on my Cricut, I cut out, Happy Fall, y'all. And then it says, what does it say? Cool breeze and autumn leaves. And then there's two little leaves. And if you follow me in Cricut Design Space, that will be in there. And I'm going to take my little truck and put hot glue on it. And I don't put... no, I put wood glue on it, not hot glue. And I set some heavy stuff on it, and I let it set overnight. Okay, and then I took me a piece of jute, and I triple knotted the ends of it, and just stretched it out as far as I could, and took my stapler and stapled it down. That's my hanger. Now, my truck is going the opposite direction, and I forgot to distress my sign. But I don't think that's bad. I think that's kind of close, don't y'all? I mean, you know, I think mine's just as cute, even if I'm going the other direction. Oh, and here I want to make sure you see it any better. But see, I should have distressed it over the top of it, and I forgot to do that because that's the way theirs was. Okay, y'all, I got that pumpkin jar from the Dollar Tree. I think that thing is beautiful. So, when I messed it up here, I was really disappointed because I only had the one of them. But, I fixed it. So, my idea was to paint it with celery chalk paint, Waverly, and I gave it 2 coats. And then I took one of them little mason jar looking jars, glass pieces from Dollar Tree, and I painted the bottom half of it in moss chalk paint by Waverly. Now, celery is the pumpkin looking one, and that one, the bottom half, is moss. Now, this one you can kind of ignore because this was a Kirkland's dupe, and they just had an orange pumpkin with a gold stem, and I was like, man, anybody can achieve that, you know what I mean? I'm telling y'all, this is the 5th time I've had to stop this voiceover. Okay, now I'm going to paint the top half of my little jar in the celery chalk paint. And then with the moss chalk paint, I went down in between the cracks of my pumpkin. Because I was going to shade it, and I thought, oh, these 2 colors would be good together. But after it dried, you know, it just looked stupid. I didn't like it. It looked like a giant gourd instead, which it might be a gourd, not a pumpkin. But I don't know, I think it's a pumpkin. Anyway... Now I'm back to the gold, metallic gold chalk paint by Folk Art. And I'm going to paint the leaves in my little pumpkin gold. And I think this just makes it look classer. Yeah. What everybody say? High end? Or high end? High end? What did I say? Anyway, I'm going to take antique wax and go over my pumpkin thing. I thought that would help. No, it just made it look worse. And I'm like, oh no, this gets worse the more I go, the worse it looks. Now it looks like a rotten gourd. So anyway, I decided to dry brush it with Rust-Oleum Linen White Chalk Paint. Y'all, this turned out better than I could imagine. It looks like wood. I wish you all could see it in person. I'm telling you, it looks wood. And I'm like, that's crazy. And then I did a Bob Ross. So then I took that lace, that leather faux leather lace left over from that one little hanging piece and wrapped it around the neck of my drawer there. I'm going to put candy in it for Halloween or for Christmas or for Thanksgiving for some time. And then I take that little leaf, and I think that one says blessed. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Thankful. And I wrap it around my drawer there and put one of them little stick stumps on top of my lid. And I think I love this. It looks wood, y'all. I wish y'all could see it in real life. I'm telling you. Now I wish I did something different with the lid. First, I like the color lid, but I don't think it goes with it. But, wow, it really surprised me. Okay, now with this little half and half color one. I took that faux leather ribbon. I had a roll sent to me a long time ago, a few rolls by a subscriber. It doesn't like to be mentioned. But anyway, and I've been saving it, and I wrapped it around that little jar. And then I took that orange and brown ribbon, and I decided to make me a bow, which I think was a bad idea. I'm not sure. Y'all tell me. So, anyway, then I take that pick. I got it at Walmart last year after fall. So I got it for like 28 cents, you guys. I got a bunch of them. And there I put that one of those little jute bows on the front of it. And then there's the brown one. I don't know. What do y'all think? Anyway, okay, y'all. See what I'm telling you? It's just not my day. Okay, I got those rub-on transfers there from the Dollar Tree. And one of those little, it's like the little trinket trays, but it's got a stand on the back of it to stand up like a picture frame would. And I'm going to take a popsicle stick, and I'm going to rub down these, look at that, it's adorable. Anyway, and this one's so easy, it shouldn't be a DIY, and it's done already, I think. But look, I just took my Cricut, print out my name, Kathy Jo, put some of them pumpkins on there. And that would be gorgeous for Thanksgiving dinner to, for nameplates for everybody. Or just as a gift. You know what I mean? I just love that. Okay, this is my favorite, I think, y'all. I don't know, that little trinket plate was pretty close. So that's a wreath form, the pumpkin wreath form. I've had those for 2 years, 2 of them, y'all. And I got me some chicken wire there. Now, this is an inspired by. And, yeah, so I take my chicken wire, couldn't even think, y'all, and I bend it down around the top of my pumpkin just enough to cut some out to see how much I was going to need. And, guys, this is easier than what you could ever imagine. But you're going to need some patience, and it's actually quick. You can do it pretty quick as you get in the groove, but it's the initial trying to bend it and fold it in the beginning to get it to fit around your form. Anyway, so you see what I did? I just left enough left over, and I cut it, and then I wrapped it around the stems of the wreath form. You know what I mean? I cut it to size, bend it down, and wrapped it. And then you might want to wear gloves. I got lucky and didn't poke myself at all, but that's the first time for everything. And I'm just showing you here how I did it. See? I just bend it down there. I wanted to leave a little bit in because I didn't want you all set through every bit of it. And then all the excess that I have, I make sure I tighten it down on one side. And then with the excess, I just clip it off there. Yeah. And then just start bending it and wrapping it around. It's really, really easy. And then, like, if you got, like, pokey ends, you know, left, I took my lime and pliers there and smashed them down so they wouldn't be pokey and they wouldn't poke anybody. Yeah, and just, that's that simple. Then, I took and spray painted the whole thing with that Rust-Oleum 2-time flat matte black paint. Well, it's flat paint, not matte. Anyway, same difference. It's one half does another. And I got some of that floral foam from the Dollar Tree, and I cut a piece off, and I cut it in half. Now, this is where my comes in, because I'm not a florist, and I'm not good with flowers, but this turned out so pretty. I think I needed more floral foam. I don't think I used enough, but I was afraid that it would be seen. So I cut that little tiny piece, and lousy days I had a time with it. It fell off twice till I finally turned it over and glued it from the bottom. So now look at it. I'm fitting pieces in there because I don't know what to do. So I'm got me some lambs there. I'm British now, y'all. To all my Brit friends, Australian friends, Ukrainian friends, Hispanic friends, Canadian friends. I love you all. Americans. Every one of y'all. Anyway. Oh, and I got Hong Kong ends. I don't know if that's how you call it, but yeah. Can you believe that? Anyway. Oh, and, it's real, y'all. Yes, I'm telling you. I'm just fancy. Anyway, and I'm cutting off some limbs and some eucalyptus. Now, y'all don't know this about me. Well, a lot of yous do. Some of yous don't. I love eucalyptus. Any kind. And I would have filled the whole thing with eucalyptus. But I like limbs here, too. But I love eucalyptus. Anyway, laka. I cut off some wheat. And I just stuck it in the ends and some little cattails. Y'all, this turns out so pretty. I'm just trying to show y'all what I did because I need details. When someone's doing something, and I looked at a picture. Oh, I looked at a picture and got this, but I seriously need to be shown. Now, I put this, like, with the yellow and those little maroonish eucalyptus pieces. Those come from Dollar Tree. I just wanted some color in it. Just pops, little pops here and there. Y'all, I'm dying of thirst. I'm so sorry. I didn't disappear. I got a drink. Anyway, and don't wait till after you get your flowers in to wrap your little stem there. I just took some nautical rope from the Dollar Tree and wrapped it. But if you want it to, like, lay down and not have that gap at the bottom, I glued it down. You got to hold it there for a minute and keep wrapping and holding it. But then when you get to the top, if you go a little bit past it, and take a little end piece that's left and tuck it down in there. See? You can close it up completely and then you don't have any gaps and pieces anywhere like that. Then I take those beautiful white flowers from the Dollar Tree. And I put them in my little pumpkin thing. I push some through the front into that floral foam and set some in the back in that floral foam. Y'all, look at that. Isn't that shaping up to be something? And I take these little cotton bowls from the Dollar Tree. I trimmed them up and fixed them up because mine looked like they had the, what's that stuff, the mange. And then, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm going so fast. Oh, I put me some pine cones in there and some more cattails. I love cattails. Ain't they? Me and my brother just getting fight with those and beat each other to death with them. Things will bust everywhere if you got hit so many times. Well, I was going to show you, and I'll put white pumpkins, but y'all could put like those, buffalo check pumpkins in there, but I put little white ones in. I'm going to take these green ones and I'm going to snap one on the front and snap some in the back. I only do 3 of them. But, y'all, I love this. This is going on my front door. I'm telling you, it is beautiful. I love it. And I made a big old bow, and y'all know I like big bows, and I cannot lie. Anyway, love the bow. And I just put, I tied it together with wire ties, and I ran one straight across the back, so I could just wire tie it onto my ribbon, or onto my frame, whatever. It ain't going nowhere because it's in between that chicken wire. But I think I need to lower it down. Y'all tell me if it's up too high, because I think it is. Yeah, and I dovetail the ends of my ribbon, and I fluff up my bow. Fluff. Look at that. You guys. Oh, my gosh. I love her. Oh, my gosh. I love her. I do. Tell me what you think. Look at her. Oh, see, I'm just so proud of her, because I don't do good with flowers, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Yeah, well, some of y'all see me. I did a wreath last year for fall that I love too. My mama took her, but anyway, my mama loves her. She's hanging on their front door. But here's everything, y'all. And anyway, if you want to enter in to win those calendars, it's fall DIYs already. Oh my goodness, that's what I gotta say. Because yeah, it's like 98 degrees outside, and I think it's 12 degrees inside my house. My husband freezes me to death. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And I'm sorry it's a long one, but it's been a day. I'm telling you. So I got another pretty present from Miss Jackie Carnes. And I used some of them in this video. She sent me 2 of these. These are really nice. I like that. I mean, you could do so much with these little tiny things, believe it or not. And I used one. Thank you, Miss Jackie. You're the bomb. And then these 2 cute little, I've never seen these at my store. Look at these, how cute. Oh my goodness. And these, I love these. Look at these. Oh, look at those. I hate to do anything to them. But I can find something. But I don't know. Maybe not this time. Look at this. Isn't this cute? Home. This would be good for fall. Well, there it is. Isn't that cute? You can do so many things with that, believe it or not. Well, I know I could with my brain. That's how my brain works. And some of these rubble and transfers that I absolutely love. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. This. I cannot DIY this. Look at this. I love these wreath plaques or whatever they're called. Let me see what's called. Wreath charm. I'm sorry. And I used to find them at my store all the time. And I used them a lot. But now I can't find them anymore. But I love the bicycle thing. I just do. I don't know why. It just reminds me of something. I don't know. Maybe when I was young. But I'm sorry, Jackie, but I'm not going to do anything with this. But, yeah, I love these things. I can't find them anymore. Y'all in Texas and Virginia get everything. And then, look at these. Oh, my goodness. I love these. Look at that. You could, like, put them together and then, like, fill in a spot right here and then make it a whole thing, you know what I mean? Anyway, but I already tried to do that, but it didn't work. But I'm sure if you shaved it down a little bit, it would. But anyway, love those. And this, look at this. Isn't that pretty? I love that. See, I don't want to do anything with this either. I love the beads on it. Yeah. I love this little. I wish I could find these little things. The little tiny round ones. Can't find those. This, never. My store does not have this at all. Burlap. Nope, not at all. And look at these. This is like the crocheted ribbon that we use all the time. It's really similar, I think. I don't know if it's the same one or not. I need to grab one and see. But anyway, but yeah, there's this one, the cream color. And then there's a white. The Dollar Tree, y'all. And then this. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Anyway. And these, I could have really, used this 4th of July, but I could use them for Christmas. And then right around the corner is going to be Thanksgiving. What, stick? No. Anyway. Look, stars. There's something else, too. Jackie, I do this to you all the time. I take stuff out of the box and start using it. And then, look, y'all, she always sends these cute cards. And her stamps match. Can you believe that? Anyway. And, ta-da! Another set of calendars. I got another set. I know there's something else, but anyway. Thank you. Y'all, I appreciate y'all so much. And y'all send this stuff. I'm always saying I'm crafting my stash, but I got to refill it. You know what I mean? But, yeah, y'all have a safe weekend. Thank you guys for everything y'all do. The comments, the thumbs up, the subscribing. It means a lot to me. It really does. And I truly, truly love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Mwah. Bye.